everybody, this is Meena. I'm a Diamond and Gemology graduate. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the different tools used for clarity grading. Let's get right in the video. The first tool that we have here is loupe or the magnifying glass. This is basically a 10x magnification which is used to closely examine the diamond for inclusions, blemishes and overall quality of the stone. We then have the small tweezers. Small tweezers are basically used for picking up small stones from the pack that we have. We then have the big tweezers. Big tweezers are comparatively little larger and they are used majorly for solitaire stones or for bigger stones. We then have the diamond tray. The diamond tray usually comes in dark blue or dark black color. This is where we scoop out the diamonds and we use this tray to analyze the diamond stones. We then have the scoop. The scoop is used to collect all the stones in one particular place and to keep all of the stones very safely and securely. Because when we open a packet, where the diamonds are going to be, the packet is going to have a lot of different stones, right? If you're going to directly open the packet and just put it on the ground, it's going to like scatter away. That's why I use a scoop. So the scoop can carefully collect all the stones in one particular place. We then have the gem cloth. The gem cloth basically is very different from the regular cloth that we use. This does not have any lint or any kind of thread hanging around. We only have to use this gem cloth so that it's easy for us to understand the inclusions and impurities clearly without any lint or dust forming on top of the stone. We then have the triangle eyeglass. This is a tripod kind of eyeglass which is fixed on the floor. This does not easily move and this makes it very easy for the grader to grade the stones. We majorly have the light. Now this is a very important part. Without the light we won't be able to see any kind of inclusion or impurity inside a diamond. So a light is very important and that is one of the major factor in the entire tools. We then have the shade card. The shade card is basically a white color card through which we use it for color grading the stone. We kind of fold this card in a triangle format as you can see in the picture. We place the stones and we also place the master stones and then we grade the colors. So that is the basic major tools that we use. Now this video as you can see right here is the opening and closing of the packet. So diamonds come in packet format. They don't just directly come in like some random some random kind of format, right? They come in a proper packet which is kind of packed. So how do we open and close this packet? Because it's a very important thing that we have to learn, and as you can see in this video, this shows about the opening and closing of the packet. Now that we saw the opening and closing of packet, we're going to see the holding of the tweezers and the loupe. Because it's a very important factor, the way we hold the tweezers and the loupe matters a lot in grading a stone. The way we hold it matters a lot because the inclusions and impurities are understood differently in different angle and different manners. I'm pretty sure you got a clear understanding of how we open and close a packet and how we hold the tweezers and loupe, right? And what are the different tools that we use, majorly for clarity grading. But now if we go a little more deep into the tools, we also have this major topic called microscope. What exactly is microscope? Microscope is basically a gemological microscope with higher magnification which allow gemologists to inspect diamonds at microscopic level. This is crucial for assessing clarity characteristic and other minute details which may not be visible through a loupe, because loupe can only have 10x zooming, but a microscope can have up to 40x zooming and sometimes even little more. So now we're going to see the different parts of the microscope. As you can see in this picture, this is a microscope. Different microscopes are also available, but this one is majorly used in many different places. The top part over here is the eyepiece. We have two eyepieces for both of our eyes. Right below that we have the viewing tube which connects with the zoom knob. Right below the viewing tube, we have the zoom knob to increase the zoom or decrease the zoom. We then have the overhead light. So genuinely when we talk about clarity grading, light is a very important factor as we spoke about, right? In microscope, we have light inbuilt attached inside the microscope because it makes it easier for us to understand the inclusions and impurities. And right next to the overhead light, we have the pod. This connects us with the eyepiece to the gemstone directly. Under the pod, we have the dark field plate. This kind of makes the entire surrounding of the stone a little dark, so it makes it easier for us to understand deeply the inclusions and impurities present inside a stone. We then have the focus knob. This helps us focus a little deeper into the stone, maybe into the table or maybe into the pavilion also. So now we'll be able to understand whether we have the inclusions in the pavilion column or if we have the inclusions in the table column. We then have the major factor which is the pillar. The pillar is basically like a connecting sector for the entire microscope. It connects the eyepiece to the stage of the entire microscope. And right under the pillar we have the stone holder. This is basically exactly like a tweezer. It acts like a tweezer, but tweezer is something we have to hold by ourselves. Rather, a stone holder holds the stone by itself. And below all this, we have the stage. The stage is like a basement. You know, like how the basement of the building, the stage is like the basement of a microscope. This holds the entire microscope system. And then we finally have the on and off system. Depending upon this, we turn on the microscope or we turn off the microscope. I'm pretty sure you clearly understand what are the different parts of microscope and how you exactly use a microscope. Now it's important for us to understand how exactly do we take care of a microscope, because it's very important to take care of a microscope and maintain it very clearly and neatly. See, while looking through a stone in a microscope, it's very important for us to understand the inclusions and impurities, right? But how do we do that? If this microscope is going to be really dirty, the stone is also going to collect all the dirts. So it's very important for us to clean it on an everyday basis, on a weekly basis at least. So I would recommend that you clean the microscope at least on a weekly basis, and you always put on a cover on the microscope. And what exactly do we call this cover? It's called the optical microscope dust cover. This is available while you buy the microscope, and it is very important for you to use this cover right after you use a microscope. So it always stays clean and neat and does not collect any kind of dust. This in turn helps us understand the inclusions and impurities very clearly and purely while looking through a stone. That's about for today, guys, and in the next video I'll see you guys with more content. Thank you.